Guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, so I figure we might as well get the world tour cracking here with DOKKANFEST Android 21. I do think that DOKKANFEST Android 21 should be pretty good. Now, one thing is I feel like there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the community. Most of the community does play global, right? And, I mean, for whatever reason, occasionally they decide to push the Part 2 Tanabata LR months behind. In years past with LR Janemba, LR Jiren, it didn't really matter too much. But this year, the most fun fight in the game, which we're going to jump into, against Omega, is alongside that. So Global doesn't have access to this fight, which is, I would argue Fusion Zamasu is a harder fight, but it's not like 70 times harder. Like, it's kind of like, these are like the twin, like, powerful, like, bosses right now in Dokkan, is Omega and Fusion Zamasu. And 21 should be able to put in work well. I feel like this team is going to be very effective, because, I mean, we have so much, like, if Omega can't just outright one-shot us, we're going to heal it, like, all back between all the Android 21s and stuff like that. So, let's go ahead and jump in right here. Okay, I mean, rotations aren't the greatest ever, but we'll try and do our best to work with this. And the biggest problem is the Vegeto's far apart. Yeah, we loaded into, I would say, a pretty bad situation here, but we will manage to make it through. So remember that when Android 21 first transforms, she's going to heal. When both Rosés transform, they are going to heal as well. So we're going to have a lot of different avenues of healing available to us. Now, Limit Breaker Vegeto, we're only going to get, if I float him off right here, which I kind of want to, we're only going to get 2 turns, essentially, 2 rotations of him out, where he's going to have his full damage reduction and crit abilities and stuff like that. So that's going to be unfortunate. By the way, the fact that the heroes' characters were so good leading directly into the 21 and 21 helps us out a lot. Alright, well, damn. I guess, like, we're gonna be in for it. I'm gonna do this. I think that's asking way too much. Like people will, this Tech Omega, he's not like the scariest boss ever, right? But I mean, the 21s right here, he would do a ton of damage to them. And it's like, while yes, we do have a lot of healing available to us, I mean, it is really going to start to pick up in a couple of turns, right? When the Rosés and 21 they all transform in turn 5, which for this fight is perfect. Like that's the other thing too. Is I've seen a lot of people talk about Super Saiyan 3 Rosé like he's nothing, and it's like I just have to imagine it's because the Omega fight is not on Global. And unfortunately, the Omega fight is not coming to Global even soon. Right? The Omega fight is 50 days away on Global or something like that. Like, we're going to have a million major releases still to come, presumably on both versions at the same time, before the Omega fight even comes to Global, right? Because I think the Part 2 LR, it wouldn't make a ton of sense for Global to not just drop the Part 2 LR at the same time as JP, right? We're in the same celebration here, essentially. So the Part 2 LR will probably be shared. New Year's will probably be shared, right? And then at that point, I think Global would then go to Super Trunks followed by Omega for January. So it just kind of is, you know, a little bizarre, but we'll see. All right. How are we? So I mean, we'll leave Dark Mask King right there to let him get built up. And then I guess we'll just try and like float some of these characters off. One other thing that we need to be mindful of, it's not going to be a problem for Rosé because he's guarding. But for Physical 21 and for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeto, STR Omega will just kill them, like mercilessly. Like he'll just eradicate them. I am not the biggest fan of bringing physical characters into this fight, even though it ends against Int Omega. Physical characters, to me, are still very risky in here. Because STR Omega, I mean, he is a menace. There's huge, like, RNG to how devastating that STR Omega phase is. Because once he does that super attack, not only is his damage insane, you know, after his attack buff, he's, you know, up there at least 1.4, 1.5 million, something like that. But then his normals, like, he has, like, the hardest hitting normals Besides, I guess, like, like Fusion's monster after he supers or something like that. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah. So, next turn will be our last turn with Vegito's abilities. Maybe I should have gotten those physical orbs to get us closer to the Dokkan attack. If I don't need the orbs, a lot of times I do like to save them for the next turn. So, things are going pretty slow right now here. We don't really have a ton of int characters. This is a thing that happens with this fight if you're not bringing a lot of int characters. I mean, if the Vegitos were next to each other and this guy was critting, he's not critting today, but if he was critting and stuff like that, like, he could tear through this Tech Omega pretty fast. We're moving pretty slow. Doesn't really hurt us, I would say, moving slow through this. If anything, it'll be really good for us if we can potentially hide physical 21. Because one thing we don't have here is a lot of Big Bad Boss's characters. I was thinking about running Dark King Fu, but I went with Dark Mask King instead. So, like, we have his HP regeneration and his just strong defensive abilities. Omega's also dodge. This is another thing he could do, is dodge a lot of attacks at the start right here. Typically, you do want to go slow through this initial phase, so him dodging is not really an issue. All right, so there's her attack break, which doesn't really do much. I don't know... I'm still not super sure, like, why she has that. It does feel rather meaningless to me, I would say. Her attack break and stuff just doesn't... I don't know. Alright, so we're going really slow here. Okay. Sure, it's fine. It's fine. We'll do... What do we have here? They just have... They have several links. The other Rosé is gonna... Yeah, we don't want double Rosé for sure. Okay, let's do this, yeah. I'd prefer to wrap up this initial phase now, but whatever. I mean, it's not a big deal. Now, 21. We would want a lot of damage from her, hopefully, in this second phase, right? Because remember, she's AGL, so we potentially could do huge damage to STR Omega. Also, keep in mind that base 21, in this initial phase like this, she's not able to get her full buffs, because remember, base 21 does get extra damage when she dodges, so we're not going to be able to utilize that against Tech Omega, who cancels dodge. Alright, this is really good. 21, giving us a couple of super attacks, is going to be really helpful. Again, I do want to be cautious with... Oh, that's... Okay, that's so good for us, actually. She's not going to have Big Bad Bosses up, but she's going to have a lot of defense stacked up. Nice triple crit right there. We'll take that. Those crits, by the way, notice how she crit every single time? It's because of the low HP of Omega, which was very good. How do we do this? Damn, I feel like I need, just the way this fight has gone, like, I need to float 21 off right here. I typically don't like to float the showcase character, but I mean, I can't. Well, I guess we could do this. There's no reason we can't do this. Yeah. After we transform, she can go in slot. Let's do this. After slot 1, or after transformation, she can go in slot 1 for sure. Here. Alright, now, one thing I do need to point out here, so people have been mentioning this to me, but unfortunately 21, if we jump over, 21 gets a 60% defense within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then for Fusion Zamasu, it just says when receiving an attack. So unfortunately 21, her defensive buff, like, she will get hit, and then she has her full defense the turn after that, so, or the hit after that. So if Omega would super attack right away, I mean, that's going to be us taking, you know, maximum damage. This isn't the craziest rotation for her, but we should be able to work quite well. I will try and float physical 21 off on the next turn, and then that should put us in a pretty good position. We can do godly damage to Omega here. We have to be very cautious, though. Physical Vegito could get us killed. So she took 29k right there. Okay, we're going to get some dodges in, sure. Dodges? Oh, he does. That's so clutch. Nice. No super attack. Okay, if physical Vegito gets hit with the super, we lose, obviously. But, you know, we'll see how it's going to go. Okay, there's one super. Now, remember, she has 70% chances here. She does... I guess if Vegito had gotten hit by that AoE, it wouldn't have mattered, because 21 is healing 5% every time she supers. Nice triple super. Perfect. Okay. Looking good. This is without, like, big bad bosses and a lot of her links up, too. We do have support from Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, though. And then that's the hit of a 10 system additional normal, of course. You know, classic. That's another reason you don't have to go super crazy with additionals into her. Because characters that already have a lot of additionals, like, you're going to get the additionals. Alright, Vegito's killing here. Yeah, you're dead. Goodbye. Goodbye, buddy. Yeah, 21 followed by Limit Breaker Vegito, and STR Omega is, you're out of here. Oh, there, perfect. There's the super. Nice. It's just a little scary on physical Vegito. Now, these normals, I think, would still do damage to physical Vegito right here, because Omega just hits that hard. Yeah, they do. But it's not, it's not, like, death-defying or anything. Alright, so now we have both Rosés transformed. So now, from this point, I mean, we just have so much healing flowing in, right? Like, Dark Mask King will heal us. The Super Saiyan 3 Rosés are going to heal us. Unfortunately... Wait, what's 21's defense here? 391? Okay. He's going to AoE right away. Sure. Let's see how much she's going to take from this. This is her... Here, by the way... So, I didn't think it was going to be a super big deal that Rosé did not have big bad bosses, right? Like, obviously, it would always be good, but now we get into the immediate following celebration, and if he had had big bad bosses, that would have helped tremendously, because we have the 221s here now. Hearts is not good for this fight. We could use, again, Dark King Fu, though. I guess Modified Janemba, I typically don't, like, I haven't been using Modified Janemba. Nice, that's a good dodge right there. Dude, this bastard, for real? Alright. Remember his super attack cooldown is 0. I mean, Dark Mask King will heal some of that off. We are going to have a Super Saiyan 3 Rosé at the start of next turn as well. So we're going to heal quite a bit of that 250 right there. Quite a bit of that's going to get healed off. Ha, all of it. Okay. Alright, now... Okay. Remember how I do these videos, kids. We're not... Oh, we must win at all costs. Like, alright, let's get our W here. The point... is we want to see what 21 is capable of doing. Like, if I wanted to win, I think I'd leave the rotations as is. We pop Vegito's active, we pop 21's active, and then we move like this. Rosé would take damage, but he would not die, and then 21 should be able to finish it up. Because it's my Rosé, who is properly built for these tough fights with dodge. So he'll dodge some of the hits. But what we're going to do, I don't even want to use... Damn, we'd lose shocking speed, though. How much does that drop us? 210 to 200. I'm gonna do this. I mean, this is without, like, all of her links, right? I mean, we're Brainiacs, Android Assault, Big Bad Bosses, like, all these links are giving her defense, so it's not even, like, the best look at her. This is kind of, like, the minimum of Android 21 right here. We are going to pop Limit Breaker Vegito's active, though. At this point, he's a sitting duck, so we do have to do this. Alright, 21. I'm asking a lot out of her, but let's see how we do right here. If Omega supers right away, we will not live. There's no way. There's just way too much we're leaving on the table here. But let's see how we do regardless. Again, I did not pop her active right. He does super attack right away. God damn it. She didn't dodge it either, so we lose. So of course I would want to use her active right away because that would give her defense start of turn. But I wanted to see how she would tank the normals. He just instantly super attacked. I mean, even with the instant super attack, that might have been death unless we would have gotten a dodge regardless. Even because Super Saiyan 3 Rosé, most of his defense he's getting when he supers, and Omega put 50 attacks right away. So that was like a dead. That's the argument for dodge right there. By the way, is exactly that. On that turn, Vegito, Rose, 21, none of them were living Omega instant super attacking. So it would have come down to, we do kind of need a dodge to proc here. And again, that is the argument for dodge. We have many Rainbow Roses. Okay, I'll cut and we'll come back. I mean, 21, she could do much better than that. Of course. These starting rotations. Yeah, let's come back against in Omega. Alright, guys, we have this turn. I mean, STR Omega is still a fearsome enemy, so we can get this rotation. Now, again, remember, in that last turn against in Omega, I wanted to see what 21 would take from the normals, but that was still a showing of how she can be very good because she has the attack break. Remember, if we had popped the active, Transform 21, she would have gotten her defense that she gets when attacking from using the active, but it also would have attack broken Omega's because the super attack was the first attack. Right, so stuff like that is really good for kind of like deeper in against like Omega, right? Like, or like, you know, Beast Gohan, you know, he could do his active with the superhero rotation on turn 3. Like, those active attack breaks are really useful. Alright, so we're next to Physical 21, so we should be able to do much more damage here. And she should be much tankier as well. I mean, yeah, look at the difference in defense. Physical 21 is still at a decent clip. I think she has her intro buff still activated. So as long as Physical 21 does not get hit by a super attack, she should be okay. Remember that Physical 21 is a villain, and EGL 21, she is a superclass character. So, like, Physical 21 is going to be taking less damage in here, and EGL 21 is going to be taking more. All right, how is she's going to eat this well, right? I mean, that's still a lot of damage. I mean, so she's essentially guarding with damage reduction, and she still took 220. This is a good turn. I mean, this is, you know, last turn, like, sure, we didn't have a lot of our shit up, but here we did. That defensive buff from getting hit, it's not going to be nearly as impactful as I was thinking. Definitely not. I thought that defensive buff was going to be much more effective than it is. Because remember, when she attacks, she gets, what is it? It's 121%, right? Yeah, 2 key and 121% attack units when attacking. And then she gets to 60% defense when receiving an attack. It's once both of those are up is where she's going to get really tanky, but I do think, like, I certainly think a little bit less of her if, like, she's not going to be able to do that well. Physical 21 did decent there, huh? Okay. Now, remember, we have just so much HP regen that if Omega does not one-shot us like he did, like, he's going to have trouble. Because we're, you know, the 21s are going to be healing with Metamorphosis. EGL 21 heals on super. She also heals at the end of turn if our HP is low enough. The Rosés heal at the start of the turn. Dark Mask King heals when he supers. So we just have so much HP regeneration that we're going to be bringing up, which is going to be really good for us. Okay, we'll do this. Because this way, we can get Dark Mask King's ability up right away. The only thing is Physical Vegito. That's probably not a good idea. We're going to have Rosé here. No, I guess we're going to do this. I need to get Dark Mask King in slot 1 to get hit. Because we need his passive to be up going into Omega. We need that. So let's do this. Now remember, EGL Limbricker Vegito, I mean, he's a liability against Omega. Right? Like, we'll have to pop his active and then get him out of harm's way. Okay, that's a lot of damage on Physical Vegito right there, but Dark Mask King again is going to heal it back up. All the healing is going to help us out a lot. There's super attack, but I mean, our passive is up. Dark Mask King super attack, so we should be able to eat this well. 134. I mean, I don't know. 21, I mean, I guess, like, if she had attacked, she would have tanked it super well, but Now, I'm not going to use the active of 21 again, because I would like to see the damage she's going to take from, like, these AoEs right away. Like, I just want to show that. And then after we see that, then I could start, you know, playing to win and do the active skill and stuff like that, right? Like, I'm always very clear on that I'm trying to show what the character does more so than let's just, you know, win at all costs, right? Not usually what I'm going for. What's physical 21 at? Oh, baby. Oh, my darling. 600, huh? My angel. Okay, let's go. 21. Would we die to a super on this turn? Because she'll get hit, have that up. She'll attack first. I don't know. Like, if I don't think Omega would kill her here. Depends on what our HP is. I think 21, like, if Omega Super's in the middle slot, I think 21 lives. That's a good dodge. That's a lot. 146, dude. That's with Big Bad Bosses. Metamorphosis. I'm feeling like I'm walking out of this, like, maybe thinking a little bit less of her. That's a lot right there. Now, we're obviously at double digits after that. Yeah, we are. Okay. Oh, my God. Yes, we're going to see. Okay, okay. Perfect, perfect. If she could live this, though, like, that's... Okay. Like, that's big. Please, super right here. Let's see. Remember, she's healing us with these supers. I kind of need the supers, though. We might need the extra HP, girl. Please. Oh, my God. Please get the super attacks right now. All right, super Omega. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Super. Oh, my God. Please, super. Yes. Wait, wait. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Okay, okay, okay. So, the 140 from the AoE right at the start, though, I'm not, like, oh, that's good. Like, that's a lot of like, that's a lot. I know after that she's not taking damage, but I still, like, it's still, like, a lot of damage to take right away, and then, but, like, she has, like, she's certainly good. I feel like we'd be a little bit stronger on this setup. Okay, so two things happen, by the way. 21 healed at the end of the turn. What is the exact ability? She heals 21% HP when HP is 60% or less at the end of the turn. That shit is really good. And then Rose healed at the start of turn. We've already seen this here. At this point, we could just, you know, play to win. Like, I'll you know, use Android 21's active and stuff like that. I just wanted to... This turned out well. I feel like she's a little... worse than I was thinking, 21, but she's certainly still an effective character. Let's do this. We should be okay here, because I mean we had Limit Breaker Vegito's active right away. 64. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. He's at double digits, of course. Just got to be nervous of where Omega's super attack is. Vegito cannot live the super. Yeah, I'm actually pretty pleased. This video worked out well, because in that first run, you know, if we had popped the active, we would have attack broken Omega super, which is something I'm always talking about how good that is. Right, so being able to just get rid of the super. Remember that when 21 does the active, it's going to get her defense from attacking as well. So, you know, I wanted to see how much damage she would take, but, you know, moving forward, we would immediately save the active for Omega and then pop it right there. Just like how we do at Limit Breaker Vegito. Limit Breaker Vegito, likewise, I mean, he gets slapped up by Omega's AoEs too. But you could use his active to give him his on-super buff right away. And we could do that with EGL 21 too. She is good, though. She has a lot of abilities. I mean, certainly she's more geared, I would say, towards this fight than Fusion Zamasu, because we're actually able to see the full scope of what 21 can do in this fight. No way. No! Are you kidding me? Nah. Oh my god. Go to hell. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Sure, man. Oh, yeah, funny. Okay. Well, I'll do one remaining run. We don't have to win here, but I would just like to get 21's active in against that last phase of Omega, and we can finish up. That's just like, it's comedy. I mean, that's what these bosses do. That's okay, dude. Sure, man. Whatever. All right, guys. We'll get this rotation as well, just because I really do view STR Omega as such a fearsome boss. That I feel like getting footage against STR Omega is always relevant. This guy is very nasty. So we'll do this turn, and then we'll get 21's active against in Omega. All right, let's see how we do here. All right, so we dodge that. So here's an instance where dodge hurts us a bit. How much does she take? 300 right there. I mean, we're gonna heal most of it back off, so it's not a big deal. But that's an instance where, like, Omega would have hit us, given us the defense, and then we would have been stronger defensively against his super. But again, we're going to heal most of it back off anyway with this team. I do kind of like this team. Damn it. This would be much better because we'd have much more flexibility if Rose did have big bad bosses, man. Damn, it sucks. Again, I could use Fu, but, like, do I want to take Dark? Like, who would I replace for Fu? It's like maybe Physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and we get Fu in. I mean, we could also take off Limit Breaker Vegito and then... I mean, I'm not, the Toas, none of the Toas really make me go crazy. I don't know. I'm not really too sure. Now this kid already did a super attack, so we don't have anything to worry about. Physical 21 has impressed me quite a bit, I would say, in this video, by the way. Like, she looks good. You know, she's, of course, remember, it is a combo, though. Like, it's like the 21s, you know, you run them together. That's why I just wish that this team had more Big Bad Bosses presence on it. Even 21's team doesn't have enough Big Bad Bosses kind of like presence on it. Why is Dark Max King taking so much damage? What the hell? Did I miss something? Okay. Anyway, sure. Let's go to Int Omega. All right, guys. Moving into Int Omega. So, remember, on a turn where we pop our baby's active skill, she certainly could go slot 1. Now, we saw how she's able to live Omega Super. Some of that, of course, is her getting the super attack effect buff. We could put her in slot 1. The only thing, could you imagine if his second attack was the super? It would be bad. It would be really bad. Let's pop this. Remember, she's going to attack break him. She's going to become super effective against all types. And we're going to get our defense right away. Let's do this. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll put AGL21 in slot Uno here. Bruh, so she's at 700k right there. Remember, she still gets the 60% when she gets hit, and then any of the 30% defenses from her super attack effects. Dude, if this clown, I'm testing him. There's no way the second attack is the super. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm calling it like, no. The first attack is a super attack right there. What? What, dude? Come on. Come on. Like, you can't make that up. Dude, every run, it's like, like, the exact spot every single time. That's so crazy. What are the chances? In every run, he just... What? Even last, like, all right, there's one attack in slot 3. Oh, that's where we insta-kill Limbricker Vegito. Like, is this a troll? What the... Dude. Okay, man. This one, like, other people do not play the same game I do, man. Like, they don't. They do not. No. All right, guys, working our way back up to Int Omega. Of course, we had to get the classic instant super attack dodge in there. Very, very, very good for us. All right, let's get back to, yeah, by the way, when STR Omega supers instantly, his damage is just so ludicrous for the rest of the turn. Alright, baby, we need the additional super for the heal. Okay, well, we can do normals as well. That's pretty ass. Thank you, girl. Okay. Remember, every super she does, she's healing 5%, which is pretty big. Alright, I'm gonna get just one more rotation with good Transform 21 against in Omega. This video has been funny. Every single time, it's like, alright, if he doesn't super attack in literally this, like, one slot, we're good. And he's done it, like, 3 runs in a row, which is hilarious, so... Alright, we'll get one more turn against in Omega here. Alrighty, guys. What are we thinking, man? Would he dare to super attack in slot 2 again? Do we think? What do we think? Alright, let's drop that. Maybe it would be better for us not to test him this time. Ah, she's only at 375, dude. Okay. If he supers, we're gonna. If the super attack is the second one, we're dead no matter what. Because Rosé's gonna take a little damage from the AoE. So let's see what happens here. What? What? How, dude? Are you kidding? And she ate that actually really well, dude. What? What? That's 4 runs! And it's like, literally, if it's in this exact spot, we're in trouble. Every run? You can't make that shit up, dude. Physical 21, she looked pretty good in this. What? I can't even, like, my luck, man. What are the chances? Every single run. All right, man. I mean, I feel like the 21s look good. I probably, my opinion of AGL 21 probably went down a little bit. But I mean, she's still very effective. I mean, her really eating in Omega super attack super well. That was a good look for her. I like even though my opinion had dropped of her a little bit, like it wouldn't. Right now, I'm thinking I would do, you know, DOKKANFEST TURs. We go Piccolo Jr. 1, God Goku 2, 23rd World Tournament Goku 3, and then I have 21. I think I would put 21 at 4 probably. Gohan and Piccolo is just a little bit too easy for them to get embarrassed. And then like a lot of the rest of the TURs are just like the high risk, you know, high reward type nonsense. 21, her a little bit more consistency, I think, is going to be pretty good. All right, can we finish this run off? My boy is doing a lot of AoEs really fast. Yeah, we should be okay, right? Right? We should be okay? I mean, we could have won the first run. All these, like, were basically wins, right? It's ridiculous. Alright, yeah, we're out of here. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. So, yeah, 21. She's a strong character. Certainly, her intended use is more so here than Fusion Zamasu. We'll do Fusion Zamasu next. Let's jump into the Fusion Zamasu fight and see how effective she's going to be able to perform against physical Fusion Zamasu. Now, certainly at the start, those AoEs are going to be a little bit tough to deal with, right? That's where, you know, having a lot of dodge in the potential system will really potentially help us out. I'm not sure what team I might use. I might use a couple of teams. We'll see. You know, certainly I do want to bust out 21's own team at some points. And then these are probably the 2 teams we'll go with. I would like her on a 200% leader skill. If there was like a, you know, maybe we could do like physical Vegeto's crossover team, I guess, 180%. I would prefer doing 200% leader skills, but even like if 21 was on a 170%, that was like obviously her best setup, I would run that even over a 200%, right? But yeah, I mean, she's able to perform well. I really liked 200k from in Omega Super is very good. So let me know what you guys thought, and I'll catch y'all next time.